Sup guys, it's Joe here and welcome to my F1 2016 last to first championship season. This is round 1 in Melbourne. So in case you're unclear on how this is going to work, let me simplify it for you. I'm going to be doing an F1 championship season as Lewis Hamilton, where every race I start from the back and I try to work my way forwards to the front, hence last to first. So we're now starting with the first race quite obviously in Melbourne, and it is lights out and away we go. Right, how many positions can we make up off this start? We're doing 50% races for this, as that is my preferred distance to race over. Have we gained positions here? I think we have. Oh, there's a bit of bumping going on. We're up to P19 by the looks of it. And yeah, up to P19. We're now right behind the two Renaults, who right now seem to be doing very well in my career mode, obviously because I'm racing for them. I don't want to give you more spoilers than that. Right, we're up to Alonso, coming right across on me there. So straight away then on lap 1 we have moved up from 22nd to 16th. Now we're going to look at 15th. This is a brave move, and well, do we make it? Yes, we do. Alonso's still right there. He's not ready to give up on that position. But now we know he has submitted and given in. So we are up his car and straight away now onto the rear of Jenson Button. Let's try and make up some places. I've wanted to do this as a series for some time now, so I'm glad to be doing it. And that was contact there. Oh my goodness me, what is going on here? Oh! That was frightening. I really thought I was going to lose a front wing or something there. These guys are still battling it out right in front of me. I'm just putting my nose up the inside there. And that is P13. Can we make it to P12 before the end of the first lap? Yes, I think we can. No, Gutierrez really sticking it in there. And, well, nice innuendo there, Joe. Right, we've completed lap 1. We're in 12th place. And Hulkenberg is now looking at Kvyat. Contact there, and they're through, and I'm now going to try and get past Kvyat too. Try and take an opportunity here. Oh, Kvyat's lost it there. Kvyat go very sideways, and now he's side by side with Hulkenberg again. Oh god, oh my god, this is not good. They're holding me up. So now I need to get past Kvyat again, and okay, I really could not afford that. But now I've got the slipstream, and this is going to be a move up the inside for P11. And that was as smooth as you like, really. Okay, now we're up to 11th. Now we're going to try and hunt down Nico Hulkenberg for P10. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And yeah, so here we go then. P11, 2 laps in already, and we've moved up from 22nd to 11th, and now we are on the back of Nico Hulkenberg for P10. So let's try and get the overtake done quickly and cleanly as possible. To be up to 11th within 2 laps is reasonably good. How long will these tyres last? I'm thinking 10 laps potentially. Let's have a look up the inside of Hulkenberg. Is he going to contest this one? Yeah, he's fighting me on it, but we've got past him and we are now up into 10th. So good news, we are now up into the top 10, which will give us points, but we want more than points, don't we? We want prizes, we want wins. So now we've got to really start putting the hammer down and getting some lap time set. We're up to P10, which is good for this stage of the race because we're up 12 positions already. If there's any race where this is going to be a challenge, it's going to be Monaco, but I'm doing all 21 races on the 2016 game, and I will be doing I think I'll be knocking one out a week. And this will obviously lead up to the release of F1 2017, so I'm quite happy to be doing this. As for my career mode videos, I haven't forgotten about those. I'm still knocking one of those out every now and then when I can, so just bear with me. I will be knocking those out again real soon. Meanwhile, let's focus our attentions to catching Felipe Massa, who is in 9th place. We are in P10 and we've gone a little bit wide there. That's going to cost us a little bit of time, and I don't know what kind of line you're taking there. That's hitting the wall. All in all, it's just another hit in the wall. Right, enough Pink Floyd references. We have got the serious stuff of racing to do now. And we're really starting to bother Felipe Massa here, who is in 9th. Jeff's just informing me that I can run in Rich Mix 3 if I want to, but I'm saving that for a bit later. You never know when later is going to come in this game, and you never know when you're going to need the extra fuel. Right, Felipe Massa is my next priority then. He is 9th. We're on lap 3, so we're doing lap 4 even, so we're doing quite well, and that's the place done. We are up. Good move. Next up is Romain Grosjean in 8th. So we're now up to... We are up to now the super soft runners, which is where we want to be, just about. There's a big battle for the lead happening out in front though. Oh no, there isn't. The leader's long gone at this point, so we need to find some pace so we can challenge for them with them a bit later. But meanwhile, right now it's about just trying to move up those crucial few positions so that we can attack later. We've got a set of super soft tyres that we're going to use at the end of the race, and we're going to use the mediums for the next stint. And we've just set the fastest lap now, so we are now just illustrating a point here that we are coming for the leaders. We're on lap 5, so this is good timing. We just need to keep this pace up, keep it going. And now I'm on just about catching the back of Grosjean. This will be for 8th. Hard on the brakes through there. Right then, so some F1 stuff to discuss quickly. Giovinazzi, I think is how you pronounce his name, I'm not entirely sure, Giovinazzi, whatever. He has been confirmed to be taking place in the Chinese Grand Prix this weekend in place of Pascal Wehrlein, who is still recovering. I'm not sure what to think of that personally. Like, I'm half wondering, you know, is he going to become a permanent replacement for Sauber? And certainly, given his eye-catching debut in Melbourne, you'd think that you know, Sauber might be taking notice of this and thinking, you know what, he's an all-right driver, he is. We might want to keep him. So there's something for you all to mull over for the time being. But I just thought I'd share that bit of F1 news with you. Now the Chinese Grand Prix is one that should probably suit the Mercedes that little bit more than Melbourne did. Whereas Melbourne's a street circuit, Shanghai is quite a high-speed circuit with lots of high-speed corners that will probably benefit the Mercedes that little bit more. So, depending on what their outright pace is, this may be one for Mercedes this weekend. Sebastian Vettel, of course, taking the first win in the Australian Grand Prix and giving himself the best start possible. It seems that Ferrari have definitely closed the gap. I don't want to say by how much yet. There's still 19 races to go, but it's quite substantial now, so it looks like we've got a bit of a fight on. Speaking of a bit of a fight on now, let's talk back into this race. We are in position 8 and we have caught up with a train of cars led by what I think is Valtteri Bottas. And they're all staying out for another lap, so let's try and catch up to the back of these guys. these tyres are not lasting the way I wanted them to or hoped they would, which is disappointing. Oh, Raikkonen's right out of the back of Bottas there, so we actually do have a bit of racing to do here. We got three cars right in front of us. I don't know where I got four from. This is going to be a bit of a cheeky dive. Oh, what was you thinking? Oh, he's locked up. He's gone wide. We're going to try and steal the gap there. There's contact. He's not giving that one up easy, is he? Oh, God. I'm nearly... Oh, we're up to 7th then. Perez eventually having to just give in. He made a mistake. He's now coming straight back at us. I'm going to give him space on the left. Oi! Trying to nudge me gently into the wall. I'm not having any of that. None of that nonsense. I don't like being rubbed inappropriately. Well, in some instances I don't mind it. Right. Oh, there's contact. I think Raikkonen and Bottas just came together there. And we've got cars in the pits. We have got cars in the pits. One of them's Vettel, the other one is Ricciardo. And now we've got Raikkonen and Bottas getting ever closer to each other. 55%, so we're not going to get too much more out of these tyres, that's for sure. Bottas, Raikkonen, and we're in 5th place. But of course we have yet to stop, and we will be stopping in approximately 2 laps time, unless we can stick it out to 10, and that's going to be on the inside of Raikkonen, and wow, the double overtake is on point there. We may have bullied them slightly out of the way, but the double overtake there. Oosh! Alright, I've got to stop cutting that corner. I think I'm only going to get one more lap out of these tyres. But that's fine. I'm where I want to be for now. I just realised I probably don't have another set of softs available to me. Let's have a look. What have I got available to me? Oh no, I do have another set of softs available to me, so I may need to use those later. But for now, let's stick to a set of mediums. And then this will probably be the lap I pit. Oh, that's wide round there, but we just about saved it. Hulkenberg is now in 2nd place, but he's the next guy to pit. Rosberg is in P3 and he's just taken on a set of super soft tyres. That's an interesting call. There's some interesting strategies coming out to play here. Meanwhile, here I am out in front in the Mercedes. And I know a lot of people are thinking, "Well, you've done it in 9 laps. I've got to stop cutting that corner." Well, you're thinking, "Oh, he's done it in 9 laps." No, because I haven't pitted yet. Oh, that's not good. Dipping a wheel on the grass. Right then. What? Right then, so now we're coming into the pits to change onto the set of the medium tyres. And Hulkenberg is going to take over the race lead, but he's still yet to pit. Rosberg is right behind him. How many of these guys are we going to jump? So we're back out in 7th. But we are right behind, right with some of the other race leaders, so that's good. Now we're on a tricky set of tyres. The mediums don't usually give off that much in the way of speed, so we've just got to kind of bide our time a little bit in this sector of the race now and just try and make up what time we can. We're now coming up to Carlos Sainz in 6th, who is on the soft tyres, so he hasn't stopped yet. Rosberg has got past. He has overtaken, who was it? Nico Hülkenberg. So Rosberg now in the lead of the race. My Mercedes teammate, and who will probably end up being my rival in this championship. Meanwhile, I'm having a battle with Sainz in 6th, and this should be a pretty straightforward pass. I've got him in the slipstream, and like I said, a straightforward overtake. Next up is Daniel Ricciardo, the Aussie, in his home race. Rosberg's just set the fastest lap of the race. So I reckon I'm probably going to get about 12 laps on these tyres, and then I'm going to need to pit for maybe the softs again. I don't think I'll be able to get the super softs to run to the end. Hamilton the best. Why thank you. I would think so too. I'm a bit of a Hamilton fan, but that's why I'm racing as him. So now we're trying to catch Ricciardo in front of us. He's on the soft tyres, but it's Rosberg in this race that's taken the interesting strategy as we go wide, because he's not going to be out there for very long, and then when he pits, I'm thinking he's going to take on the mediums, and that'll be when I need to push. Oh, I've gone off again! So it's 2 major mistakes I've made this one lap, and I had a bit of a rhythm going before, so... Oh, another one! But we just caught that one. So I think Rosberg right now is the safe bet. Is that Rosberg in? No, it's Hülkenberg, I think. Hülkenberg is yet to pit, of course. Oh, come on, man. Stop going wide. So a couple of major mistakes on that lap, which is going to cost me quite dear. 9.3 seconds to Rosberg. That's good to know, because it's going to be that gap that becomes critical in this race. Right now I'm trying to catch up with Ricciardo, who has got Hülkenberg dead ahead of him. It's hammer time. I love that. I love it, Adam. I love it. I really do. Thanks for joining my stream. Oh, I'm right up Ricciardo's arse now. Oh my goodness me. Right. No, we're not going to go for there. Right, here we go. Here we go. Up the inside. And that's going to be Hülkenberg too. Boom. Oh, God. Driving off the circuit as I do it. Should not be trying to read the comments in the middle of a corner. Oh. Right, now we're catching up to Max Verstappen. So we're making some real headway now, because we are up to 4th in this first race of the last to first championship. Some races will be a challenge, and I think some races will be a little too easy. I'm hoping that no race is too easy and becomes boring, so I want to give you some good content through this season. I want to make it interesting for you all, and now I'm catching Verstappen. I'm just hounding him at this point. And it's this phase of the race now where I really want to just get on it and try and catch up and make some time up, so that in the last phase of the race I can attack. Right then, we're now up to Max Verstappen in 3rd. He's dead ahead. this should be relatively straightforward, and it is. Right then, up to P3. Next up is Sebastian Vettel, who is on the super soft tyres. You'd think that would make it a bit more of a challenge here. So let's see how much of a challenge it'll be. We're on lap 13 out of 29. We're just about approaching halfway through this race, and I think we're actually really starting to make some headway here, because we're already up to P2, and Rosberg, I know, will be pitting pretty soon as we dip our car onto the end of the curb. There's Sebastian Vettel in second. We've just at a 1 minute 30.2, so not quite a fastest lap just yet, but now we're starting to give the guys in front just a little something to worry about. So it could settle down here for a little bit. I just need some consistent laps now to just bring me onto the back of Sebastian Vettel. Oh! Alternatively, just throw it into the corners and hope for the best, Joe, because that'll help you through. Oh, Fernando Alonso's out of the race. Bad luck on his part. I wonder what's happened to him. By the looks of it, he's had an engine failure. I'm just going to make an assumption because of where the yellow flags are. Oh! Pushing very hard round there. We're not really catching Vettel at this point. We're kind of just holding pace with him. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not at this point. I do kind of want to try and get a little bit closer to him. Let's see what this lap is. I know we've made a couple of mistakes on it. So we've got a yellow flag ahead. Alonso, it looks like he's just stopped at the end of the pit lane there. So the race resumes. We've got the yellow flag there that will take care of Alonso. And now we are just starting to see the rear of that Ferrari getting a little bit bigger as we get closer. Oh my goodness me. And I get the first warning for corner cutting there, which is deservedly given. Just got to try and stay patient now, because it's these laps where it's so easy just to throw the car off, trying to catch up another car. It's so easy just to throw it off, having an embarrassing little accident that you don't need to have, when really holding pace at this stage would do well, because they are on the softest tyre and the fastest tyre, and I'm on the hardest tyre. So really, the fact that I'm holding pace with Vettel at the moment is right now what is needed. Oh, I've gone out wide there. Vettel's pitting, so now he comes into the pits. No doubt he'll be moving on to the medium tyre, and now we've got now it's a head-to-head. Rosberg is 9.6 ahead. This has now become a direct fight for this race. So what have we got? This becomes a Mercedes head-to-head now for the win. FTW, as the internet kids would say these days. But what is the gap now? We are at 9.4. Oh, we've gone wide, but that we'll get away with that. Right now, Rosberg not getting away by too much. And if we can just sort of maintain pace with him just for a little bit now, until we can get to a lap where we can pit, it will help us out massively. 9.6, so he's pulled out a couple of attempts there. Oh, got to stop cutting that corner. That's at least the fourth time I've done that now. But now we're starting to try and keep up at least with Nico Rosberg. That's a big mistake. Oh, that might be the thing that's cost me the race now, because we were starting to make a little bit of headway and we've gone completely wide there, and no, we've actually gained 2 tenths somehow. So that wasn't as bad as it looked. And Rosberg is now, well, we've now got traffic in between us. I'm surprised he hasn't made his pit stop yet, because he is on the super soft tyres. So I'm now just going to try and maybe push a little bit harder without going off to try and catch him. I've cut that corner again. Really got to stop that. Right, 9.2 seconds is the gap. So again, another couple of tenths here and there. That's what we need to be doing. Just, it's those little tenths here and there right now, until he makes his pit stop, and then, well, Lewis Hamilton fans, you know the drill. It's hammer time. 9.3 seconds, so Rosberg getting a move on now. He knows the threat is real. He's sized us up straight away, and he knows this threat is incoming. And he is pitted. So what is he going on? This is the crucial thing, and now it is hammer time. Oh, he's gone on the soft tyres. That's an interesting move from Nico there. That is a very interesting move. But there is a Red Bull in between us now. And, well, it is hammer time then. It is time to put in the laps. I've got 3 more until I pit for another set of soft tyres. And then it's a direct fight between me and Rosberg. And hopefully nobody else will get in the middle. But I say that, we've got a Sauber right in front of us, but he should get out of the way, no problems. We dip it wide. Can't really be affording that. I think this might be too tall an order, because he's already got 10 seconds on us, and that's if he doesn't manage to get an undercut on us. Nazar's got out of the way nicely. Could have waited a bit longer so we could have had DRS. A bit wide there again, but we're only on these tyres for another 2 laps, so we've got to make this count. We have got to make this count. It is crucial now. 49% are the tyres, so we've got 2 more laps to make this run really count. Rosberg is going very, very quickly, which is not something I want to see, but I know that he is on faster tyres, and we have got to somehow make this work. Rosberg's already in 3rd then. Oh, come on, car. This is going to be a tough run to the finish. So we've set a very good first sector. We've got the gap up to 13 seconds to our teammate. And of course, any second we can gain, any little thing we can gain will help towards the end of this one. Every millisecond counts. As we set 2 purple sectors. Count them. 1, 2. And this has actually been a really solid lap. I say that, I've gone completely wide there. That's going to cost me time. But let's get round the last corner now. It is hammer time. We've got 1 more. We are pitting at the end of the next lap. Oh, we still get a fastest lap. Oosh! I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. Well, that was me saying oosh. Right, fastest lap of the race has been set. Now the glove is thrown down. For we are now having a duel to the finish. And I don't mean the pistols at dawn type of duel, although admittedly that would be quite cool. Oh! No! No! I've damaged my front wing! Oh, that's killed my race. That has killed it. And that, just there, that one mistake has killed my charge. I do not, because now I will have to pit in to repair the nose. That right there has killed the charge here. So I think at best now we are going to get second. It's not the start we wanted after pushing extremely hard and getting quite a gap up. We have now blown it, and Rosberg I think will now have a comfortable run to the end to win this race. It was all going so well, and then right there, that one mistake has cost me the race. There's no way I can catch Nico now. Not with the damage, not with the time it's going to take to fix that front wing. So on goes a new front wing. And let me tell you, it's agony waiting in the pits when you know that's the leader going past you. It is pure agony, but I know now I have killed any chances of a race win. And Sebastian Vettel has taken second place. We may even lose third here. So we are back out on a fresh set of soft tyres, but it is now too little, too late. The gap to Rosberg is quite extensive. I don't think we can catch that by the end. But what we are going to do is try and grab second from Sebastian Vettel, who is on medium tyres, and he will be very much takeable at this stage, I would think. So he's 4.7 ahead of us, so he's catchable. Rosberg by this point is going to be at least over 10 seconds. So he won't be catchable, and well, I don't even think Vettel will be catchable if I keep doing that. Yeah, look how far Rosberg is ahead of us. We're not going to do it. There's just not enough laps, and we've got a warning for exceeding track limits now. So it's inevitable that by the end of the race I will probably have a penalty. That right there is frustration kicking in. And that one mistake, oh, I've gone off again. Even catching Vettel is going to prove to be a challenge now, as he is, what's the gap? Oh, he's 3.6, so we have caught him. And the gap to Rosberg is 15 seconds. We're not going to do that. There is no way we can catch that up. So, right now the target is to catch Vettel and settle for second in what has been a bit of a disappointing first race. Admittedly, finishing second isn't the worst result in the world, but we were really on for a bit of a fairy tale beginning there. And it just didn't happen. It turned into the stuff of nightmares. Now we're catching Vettel quite significantly. And he's on the medium tyres, so he's not going to be too hard to pass, I wouldn't have thought. Well, and Vettel's slowing down anyway, so he's got a problem with his car. That's going to make him easy prey for us. You can clearly see how much slower he's going. In fact, I'll be surprised if we're not past him by the end of this lap. Yeah, he's very slow, very slow. And in fact, we've just bullied him out the way. So Vettel now, with that problem, has helped us. We are now up into second, and we've gone off again. Rosberg is way too far up the road to do anything about now, though. So if we can just make it round and take second, we might have just set a fastest lap, but it is too little too late, and after the mistake we made, putting it in the wall like that has really been the thing that has put the nail in the coffin of this race. Having to change the front wing, losing an extra 7.5 seconds, which probably would have made the difference between finishing second and being able to catch Rosberg for the win. But we'll take second place anyway if we can. Vettel's dropping back quite significantly now with his car problem, so it might be a matter of now just trying to push it round and bring it home for second. Mercedes 1-2. .5 seconds to Rosberg is the gap, and that's a little too much to catch at this stage. What are we on? We are on, I can't see what fuel mode I'm on. Rich. And Felipe Massa then has also got car issues that are causing him to slow down. That's unfortunate for him. I've got Felipe Nasser now right in my sights in the Sauber, and that should be an easy lap. I'm going to switch the fuel back into standard, and the gap is 12.1 seconds. That's a little too much to catch at this stage. Vettel has completely dropped back, so we now got 6 laps to just bring it home and consolidate the second place, which isn't a bad start. Admittedly, we could have been on for the win, but it doesn't always happen like that. But there is a long season's worth of racing to go, and I think we can catch Rosberg in points. So anyone who's sticking around this evening, there will be a second live stream on my channel for anyone who wishes to see it. Now Verline is right in my way. No wonder Sauber are replacing you, mate. I'm sorry, that was a salty dig. Oh, so I do apologise for that. .5 seconds. So we are catching Rosberg gradually. I think without the front wing change, it's very difficult to know what would have happened. Because obviously there was time lost in the incident itself. There was time lost bringing the car back to the pits, and there was time lost in the pits, so it's very difficult to know what would have happened had we not had it. I think I probably could have caught Rosberg, because right now I'm not pushing as hard as I can. I'm just trying to gap Ricciardo, who's behind me in third, so he's obviously gotten past Vettel. So Vettel's fixed his problem then, with just over 4 laps to go. And we are catching Rosberg. We're taking these little temps out of him every lap. Every lap we're just taking that extra temp out of him, and we are getting ever closer to coming at him. But unfortunately there are not enough laps in the race to launch a full-scale attack as we come up to lap Marcus Ericsson, who should just get out of the way, and he does. So, quick recap then of everything. We started last, we made our way up through the field quite nicely, but unfortunately crashing out on lap 20 and damaging our front wing and having to change it really put pay to the charge. We were starting to come out the race leader and our teammate Nico Rosberg, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. But we're still looking good to finish second and on the podium, which all in all isn't too bad. We've got a very decent gap to Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, I don't want to be doing that too many times. I don't want to crash out again. One front wing change is enough for this race, thanks. Rosberg's currently in the middle of traffic, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm sat here hoping, can one of you please just spin him out? I know it won't happen, and I know I'm just being salty now, but 10 seconds is the gap. So I feel like we probably could have caught him if we didn't have that crash in the traffic in these closing stages. But not to contemplate now. Now all we got to do is just bring the car home. 3 laps to go. I've got Haryanto in front of me. Get out my way, get out my way, Haryanto. Oh yeah, now I have some extra fuel. Sure, Jeff, thanks for that. Oh wow, I've got 1 whole lap of extra fuel. Cheers, mate. Also, I've got a manor in my way. What are you doing? Get out of the way. Jesus, he nearly took me out there. Yeah, let's use up the fuel. Oh my god, see, Haryanto really put me off there. And there's a yellow flag. Oh, Verline's out of the race. I don't suppose we'll have a 1-lap safety car that brings me right up to the back of Rosberg, will we? 9.6 seconds. Now, we were slightly catching at that point, but Haryanto really threw me and I made a mistake, and that's put pay to that. Hamilton is coming, mate, with 2 laps to go. I think it's very unlikely that we'll get to him, but I'll give it a go. Thanks for watching the stream, mate. I appreciate it. I'll be doing one of these races every week as I'm doing a championship on this as Lewis Hamilton, so please check those out every, what day is today? Tuesday. And this should hopefully take us up to the release of F1 2017. We've also got some career mode videos coming soon. I'm also going to learn how to drive properly without going wide. So if anyone else is interested, I will be doing another live stream / video after this. I'll be doing Rainbow Six Siege. Rosberg's pulled out on me now. I think that's just where I'm losing the tyres. And the salty part of me there was hoping they'd say some information on Rosberg. He's stopping the car. Not likely. Oh, turn, you son of a bitch! This is a Mercedes. You're supposed to have good traction. Right, so this is the last lap then. Let's knock the fuel down to standard and let's just focus on bringing it home. So, first race, it all looked good. We looked like we could have caught Rosberg, but unfortunately we took a spin and damaged the front wing on lap 20, which meant when we pitted, we took an extra few seconds, and that's what's cost us the race here. Right, Magnussen needs to get out of the way. And now Palmer needs to get out of the way too. So we've lapped up to P16, such as the speed of these Mercedes cars. Cheers, Palmer. Oh! I think my heartbeat just went up 20 but we're now coming up to end the race. It's been an okay first race of this. Yeah, we got second, can't complain too much, but I feel like the crash in the middle of this race really robbed us. Rosberg taking the win then, congrats to him. We managed to come from last to second. Good effort. Could have been better though.
Good finish. He stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart.
So there's our race winner then. Nico Rosberg takes the first win.
Suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
Well, I'm thoroughly
Get great drive, congratulations. Thanks Adam, appreciated. Thank you for watching the stream.
They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them.
Thank you to everyone who watched this video. And until the next time, it is goodbye from me. I will be doing a live stream in a few minutes on Rainbow Six Siege if anyone's checking that out. But until the next video, it is goodbye from me. Cheerio.
And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Nico Rosberg takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.